Going live, you're live. All right, people. What's going on? Nobody in yet. How does this thing jump ahead? I feel like I've only actually been live for like, okay, now it's jumping back behind. Yeah, I've been on live for about 10 seconds. I don't know why this thing keeps. Hey, what's going on? 5 people. What up, guys? Man, I don't want this light that bright, but whatever. You guys need to see me, so I'll suffer the consequences. What up, Parker? Parker and hit your girl, John. I love that username. Well, it's just kind of funny, but all right, Chad Smith. I'm having a breakdown right now. What's going on, man? Oh, my Apple TV is playing dubstep. No, not really dubstep. I don't really listen to dubstep, but it's playing music. What up, bro? Did you read my article about the law of information I sent you on Instagram? Oh, man. The law of information. I may have read it. I got to double check. Is your name the same? Stephen. Man, when did you send it to me? Oh, SRK 3000. SRK 3000. Yo, how long ago did you send that to me? I got so many messages. Hey, yo, Sloshy Whale. Caleb, right? I'm pretty sure that's your name. What up, bro? How's it going, man? MCL? What? While back, 1 or 2 months. Oh, dude, 1 or 2 months. I may have read it. May have very well read it. I just don't. Yeah, I forgot about it now. God, man, I got so many things in my inbox. All right. Man, all these people on Instagram, I should get off my phone. All right. I was quoting the first bar from The Search. Hey, Nate. How's life? That's awesome. Yep, that's me. My name's Nate. Gang, buzz, buzz. Friends and Step Bros podcast. Friends and Step Bros podcast. That sounds cool. What up, Nate? Finally got on here. My new phone's been a bug. That blows. Yo, bro, I love your perspective. Thanks, man. Andy, thanks. Such a great down-to-earth dude. Rock on. Yes, rock on for real. Good evening. Just started a 4-day weekend, so I'm in a good mood. That's awesome. Congratulations for you. I can't remember the last time I even had a weekend. Another Caleb in here? Oh, another Caleb. I don't know. It's all right. Oh, Caleb, what's up? But yes, your name is Caleb, right? I'm pretty sure you told me it's Caleb. Hey, how's it going? First live I've been able to catch. Been watching though. Sweet. Have you been watching other live videos? It'd be cool, like if somebody would actually watch the past live videos. Wow, it looks like I'm wearing like a turtleneck, but it's not a turtleneck. Sup, bro? Hey, my boy. What's going on, Daniel? Sup? Hey, Julie. No, but seriously, Justin, that'd be cool if like you watched the lives that were not live, because I don't know if people do that. Do people do that? That's really cool. Shout out to turtlenecks. Yeah, shout out to turtlenecks. No, it's not a turtleneck. It's right up there. I'm doing wash, and so like all of my clothes are in the wash, and so this is a t-shirt that I never wear. Just like, oh, yeah, I'll wear it. Do you know why sometimes I can see my room with my eyes closed when I'm trying to fall asleep? Do you know why sometimes I can see my room with my eyes closed when I fall asleep? Are you being sarcastic? 2, is it a joke? Or 3, is that a serious question? Because if it is a serious question, I feel like I have answers to all 3, all 3 of those things. So I rewatched one live and it was kind of lonely, but worth it. Cool, man. Well, I'm glad you got something out of it. Have you watched any of the Christopher Hitchens debates? He's a smart guy, brings a lot of good points against religion. I have not. That's a thing. What's a thing? It's a serious question. Well, Dark and Demay, my serious answer to that is from the book that I've been reading, Journeys Outside of the Body. Robert Monroe says, or kind of things along the same lines happened to him before he started traveling out of the body or whatever. But I know that that's happened to me before, and it's been. I'm pretty sure that there's the debate, right? There's the debate on whether astral projection is even real or if it's just all dreaming and lucid dreaming. So, I mean, I know that's happened to me. My eyes have been closed, and I've felt like I can see my room, and I've just always been like, I'm beginning to lucid dream. Answer: You are astral projecting. Yeah, that's what I just. Well, I'm glad I had a similar answer to somebody else. But yeah, I would, but it's first person, not out of my body, and I'm not asleep yet. Yeah, well, I mean, you you might be one of those gifted people. Who knows? Like Robert Monroe, it doesn't matter if he's asleep. That dude just. And sometimes some of the stories that he tells in the book that I'm still not done yet. I just want to read it like all day tomorrow. But he says in the book, there's times where he goes like out of his body and then like he's over top of his body. But then there's sometimes he sits up and he's like can see things around his room, but like behind him he's still asleep. So I don't know, but that's what I would guess. I would guess it's either. I mean, it depends on how lucid you are during it. Um, you may just have an active imagination. That too. But yeah, I guess it just depends on how. Well, if you're falling asleep, because I know what you mean. I've had that happen. But it depends on how lucid it is and how asleep you feel. Have you heard of Friedrich Nietzsche's and his God is dead theory? Any thoughts? I have been wanting to read Friedrich Nietzsche. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've been wanting to read him, his books, his work, but I haven't got the chance to. And I don't really know where to start. I've just heard Jordan Peterson talk a lot about him. And from what he said, it's got me really interested. So I've wanted to buy some of his books and read it, but I haven't got the chance to. You should really check him out along with Lawrence. Okay. Who's one of the leading Big Bang scientists. He does a lot of debates along with Richard Dawkins. There's a lot on YouTube. Cool. What do you think about the stoned ape theory? Tell me about that theory. I may have heard of it. It's just I've never heard it called that, stoned ape theory. Or the stoned, do you mean ape or age? It's like a photographic memory, but videograph. My astral experience was at work a few years ago. I was laying on a stack of drywall looking up at the ceiling, and my body froze up, and it sounded like I was being submerged in water. Had that happen. Hey, what's up? Anger of Nyx. Hey, I remember you. You've been on live before. What's going on? Shout out to cleaning your room. Yeah. My breathing slowed, and then I floated out of my body and through the building and turned around and saw myself. That's awesome. First time was just sitting on my couch, staring at my belly going up and down from breathing when I realized my eyes were closed. Yeah, man. I mean, that kind of stuff. I mean, it sounds like you were meditating. I don't know if you would call it that, or if you're focusing on your breath, you're consciously aware. So, I mean, that's the whole point of astral projection and lucid dreaming. Your body falls asleep while you stay conscious. And so, if you're meditating and focusing on your breath, but you're constantly relaxing your body, I would totally equate that either to a lucid dreaming or astral projecting experience. Have you ever had an experience while dreaming where your senses, fear, touch, yeah, okay, etc., were way too vivid compared to a regular dream? Yes, that's called lucid dreaming. Hey, chat and Nate. What? What up, Jason? What's weird is I remember seeing myself and seeing the ceiling at the same time. Interesting. Okay, I'm just playing a bit of Assassin's Creed. You? Man, I've never been one for video games, but I remember playing Assassin's Creed a little bit. I liked it. I was 11 and I went into a night terror, very much like lucid dreaming. Yeah. Later I could have them on command. That's cool. I'm still working on command. But I have some lucid dreams every once in a while, but I'm pretty determined to be able to do it on command every night. As we were evolving into humans, somewhere along the line, the brain grew at an outrageous rate, potentially being linked to apes, eating psychedelic mushrooms and rerouting neural pathways in no. 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 Yeah, that's a theory. I don't think that happened. I've never heard of that theory, but I don't think that's the case. I've read and heard most of his lectures and read his book. I was referring to one of the 12 rules. Are you talking about Jordan Peterson or are you talking about Friedrich Nietzsche? Well, I did have lucid dreams, but doesn't feel like the same experience. Well, have you ever, Darken, have you ever thought about it as astral? Like, did it feel more real than a lucid dream? If it felt more real than a lucid dream, it was probably astral projecting. Jordan Peterson on his 12 rules. I think I've heard that. I think I've heard him lecture about that. I had a nightmare and could wake myself up. How to do a front handspring best. That is the username of the decade. That's amazing. It only happened because I was on Percocet for a while. Must have messed with neural pathways. Maybe. Sometimes I'll be sleeping but feel like I'm awake. Yeah, that's like me every night. That's why it's really hard for me to lucid dream, because my body, the sleep patterns are so off that it's just hard to do different techniques. But how do you think love fits into religion? I don't think it does. I think love fits into spirituality. I don't think love fits into religion. Maybe. Haven't read much about astral projection because I don't really believe in that. Could be a state of meditation, like you said. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, and that's why I bought all 3 of Robert Monroe books, because I keep seeing all this stuff about astral projecting, and I keep seeing all of these arguments saying, no, astral projecting, isn't real. It's just lucid dreaming. And then, so I needed to do some more like in depth, not just like online, but actually buy books and study it and read it. And so that's why I bought all 3 Robert Monroe books. And from what I've been reading, I'm not convinced that it's real, but I'm also not convinced that it's fake. So, but I will say, the more that I read his book, the more that I'm being convinced that it's not real. But like I said, I still don't think it's fake. I'm so back and forth about it. But really excited to read the rest of the book and read his other 2 books. Jordan Peterson's book is poorly written. Do you believe we humans existed when dinosaurs were here on Earth? Yeah. Friends, and why do you think people dislike him? Mainstream news is ridiculous, and having watched the interviews, I don't see it. Oh, Jordan Peterson. I have the same feeling, reason why I can't sleep at night. That's what I meant. What's the difference between spirituality and religion? Oh man, they're 2 completely separate things. Religion is a set of rules that is binding. It doesn't free you. Religion binds you. Religion is what starts wars. Religion. That's why so many religions have started wars. The Holy War, and I mean, it's just religion has. When you look at the history of the things that religion has done in our world, it's just detrimental. It's like there's nothing good about it. I mean, just look at history. But spirituality, on the other hand, you look at the history of spirituality, there's been nothing but good that's come out of it. And I know personally, exploring spirituality and leaving religion behind, not wanting anything to do with it, I felt so much more free, so much more myself. And yeah, I just think religion is poisonous and toxic, and I think it binds you, and I think spirituality frees you and opens you up to a whole new bunch of, or just exploring spirituality. I'm not, hopefully I'm not sounding hyper spiritual over here like some hippie, but whatever. What, you've never played? No. All right, bunch of comments. I got to read all these. I want to be a bounty hunter and I hate reading. Oh, okay. If you're having trouble lucid dreaming, wake up at like 5 a.m. Yeah, that's the wake back to bed technique. That's the one I try. And every time I wake up at, like this morning, I woke up at 4 a.m. trying to do that technique for the umpteenth time, and I just didn't go back to sleep. Couldn't. Oh, that's weird. Try the piano method or the filed finger-induced lucid dream. I've almost done it by accident, laying on my back. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've tried it. It's, I mean, I have to take melatonin to sleep or I can't sleep. No, humans didn't exist yet when dinosaurs were walking around. Possibly. I guess we don't really know. We lived with the dinosaurs for sure. It's fact backed by evidence. That's what I would think. When is your birthday? August. I don't believe people who claim they can lucid dreams. I have extremely vivid dreams, but I'm not in control. Thank you for the explanation. How would you explain not seeing anything when you sleep? I know they say just because you don't remember a dream, it doesn't mean you don't have one, but I see nothing almost every night. No dreams. Justin, so something I would practice doing is when you wake up, take 5 to 10 minutes and try to remember anything from a dream. And if you remember even the slightest detail of anything, write it down, and you'll train your subconscious to remember your dreams because you're giving your dreams value. And so, especially if you write it down like it's a memory, then you'll start remembering your dreams more. What is your biggest problem with Christianity? That's a great question. Probably the amount of pride in Christianity, or I should say in Christians, a majority, not some of them, but a majority. And just, I think Christianity in today's modern times has seriously been watered down from what it is in the Bible. On your journey to find truth, have there been any particular verses in religious texts that you struggle with the morality of? Yeah, I mean, half the verses in the Old Testament. But isn't spirituality a part of religion? I see where you're going with that, but not really. Not really. I mean, I could go in depth into that, but no. I'll just say no. I went to Area 51 and scouted it out for. That's awesome. Check out the video. A whole new world. Yeah. Oh man, as a Christian, aka have relationship with Jesus, I agree. Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? I don't know. So I've only just joined. I'm uneducated on what it means to have spirituality instead of faith or religion. I just want to. I need to get past these comments. Comment again later, and I'll come back to it. In relation to love being necessary to life, it is not talked about in your, or not as wait. In relationship to love being necessary to life, or not, as talked about in your latest video, have you heard of orphan babies dying due to lack of contact and love, regardless of being otherwise provided for? Yes, I have, and I talked about that in the video. My question, okay. Nuclear. Wow, you have a lot of reading to do. Yeah, for real. I suffer from nightmares as well, but there's about 65 million years between humans and dinosaurs. I can't say. I don't know. I can't say that for sure. I'm not sure if I would agree with that or not, but I haven't done the research, so you probably have. I'm guessing that the only reason why people see religion as toxic is because people are really not sometimes religious, sometimes are. Yep. They believe I lucid dream so well. Lucky you. Hey man, do you think humans will travel beyond our galaxy? Possibly. Probably in the near future. Give it 10, 20 years. True, there are competing theories that says we are misstating, but it's what's accepted the most in science community as well. Richard Dawkins, look him up if you want to know what science says. Galileo. Area 51 was full of advanced human technology. I live in Nevada, and I've seen them flying. That's cool. I'll be back. I have to go to the doctors. Oh, man. Well, good luck. Good luck at the doctors. Lucid dreaming is like having holiday. Yeah, that's real. What are your thoughts on the afterlife? Well, I hope it's real. It'd be great if it was. And I'm still exploring that. But I've had a couple people, atheists and skeptics. I find this really interesting that they do believe in an afterlife because of the first law of thermodynamics, that energy doesn't die, which energy and matter are related, but it doesn't die. And so our consciousness is energy. So why would that die after death? I still have to, nice jug, thanks. I still got to do a little bit more research. Like I said, I'm reading this book, Journey Out of the Body by Robert Monroe. And I really want to study in depth the first law of thermodynamics to see what I really think about that. I wonder if drug abuse has an effect on your dreams. Probably. Are you a Marine? No. I got this shirt doing pull-ups at this festival at the Marine place. I did like 20 pull-ups or like 25 or something like that, and they gave me a shirt. What happened when you had a lucid dream? I've had a couple of them, but in all of them, I haven't been completely lucid. I've been conscious and I've known that I'm dreaming, but I haven't been fully in control. So I'm waiting for that to happen. I really don't think there is an afterlife. Why is that? True. Shout out to the long hair life. Yeah. How long have you been growing it out? For like 3 or 4 years. Have you heard about the long hair Native Americans theory, tracing long hair leading to increased spirituality and empathy? I have not. Well, no, I have. And that's really interesting. There's actually studies done on like long hair and what it does. And it does like increase empathy. And it does actually like, it does weird things for all of your senses. It's just like, I don't know, super weird, but very interesting. 34 watching viewership on your stream. Yeah, no, I'm excited about that. Thank you all for being here and watching. This is amazing. I would love to make a video about extraterrestrial. I would love you to make a video about extraterrestrial life. I believe in extraterrestrial life, and I also think they are spiritual beings. I mean, like they believe in God, but not God of the Bible. That's very interesting. I don't know how I could do a video on that because I haven't researched extraterrestrial life a whole lot. I'm not really interested in it right now. But if you sent me like an article or two of things that you're talking about, and it intrigued me, I might blog about it. I love physics. Me too. George, Mendoza, thank you. I love your channel. That means the world. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's awesome. I like your channel. That's amazing. Appreciate that. Favorite Under Oath song? Oh, dang it. What's it called? It's all in my head. If you want, you can look inside. There's nothing but red and all the mess I've been. I need to speak. Say what I don't mean and mean what I don't. Oh, what is that song? It's Lost in the Sound of Separation. It's The Creative Void. That's it. The Creative Void is my favorite song. Listen to Token's new song, bro. No, I want to. I saw the music video. I didn't click on it. I got a Navy shirt doing. Oh, nice. Navy shirt doing the same thing. I only just joined, so if you're answered this previously, I apologize. I'm oh, okay. Man, I really want to answer. Okay, I'm gonna get to that question. But Marines are gay. Army all the way. Okay, yeah, whatever. If you hope, all right. So what I was saying, I'm just going to address this now. So what I was saying about what it means to have spirituality instead of faith or religion, I was just talking about the difference before you join that spirituality. Religion binds you. It's just a set of rules that is set in place, and if you break any of those rules, it's a sin, or you're not blessed, or there's punishment involved, and it keeps you just even in the things that it's like, oh, we're just all spiritual and we're free. Even though they're like, or religion is like, no, we're spiritual. There's a set of rules that if you break it, even in a spiritual way, then you're like, no, that's not good. That's horrible. So religion, as I see it, is what has started wars. It's what has started. It's not done a whole lot of great things for the world. But spirituality, I see it freeing a lot more people. I see the exploration of it more healthy and more tangible than religion. I mean, I don't even think spirituality, spirituality is claimed to be involved in religion, but I would say they're completely different. And I would say spirituality uplifts and frees you. It doesn't bind you like religion does. But I would say spirituality is more of a real, tangible practice, and religion is just like a dogmatic, doctrinated way to live life in fear, really. So that's what that is. All right. If you hope the afterlife is real, how would you have your conversation with God? I think about that every single day. I really do. What's the most important lesson you've learned in life? Oh, man. Listen and be humble. I just probably listen the most. Listen, and with listening, be more empathetic. Practice empathy and not sympathy. Sympathy gets you down in the dumps with them, and empathy will have you feel for them, but you'll be there to uplift, encourage, and obviously love people. But I think ways to do that, I think listening, so important, and listening takes a humble heart. I could really talk on that for a while, but just to give a short answer to that, I would say learning to listen and being humble, more empathetic, those are huge, bigger than most people realize. Could it be that people with high empathy typically like having long hair? I don't know. Hello, I've arrived late. I'd like to know what kind of questions are allowed. All of them. All of the questions. Do you think that the idea of salvation could be synonymous with Buddhist idea of enlightenment? Not necessarily. I think the idea of salvation is more of a journey, and I also think, I think enlightenment is more of a journey. But people look at enlightenment as like an event or something to get to. Um, I don't know. Enlightenment to me sounds like the end of something. Salvation to me sounds like the beginning of something. By the way, you sing awesome. Thank you. Have you ever discussed the reason you do what you do? The video. Have you ever discussed the reason you do what you do? The videos, open mind, thought discussions, etc. What is your message, and who are you reaching out to? I'm reaching out to the misfits, the people that question everything, the people that like to ask questions and have been told their whole life to not ask questions, like me, or that asking questions is wrong. And I'm speaking to the people who truth seekers, really truth seekers. And the story of how I got here, where I am. Well, I've always been one. I've always enjoyed pragmatic discussion. An open-minded discussion. That's what makes me tick. And there's a story, a longer story of how I got here that I haven't shared with anyone yet. But yeah, I like truth seekers no matter the cost. Truth seekers no matter the like. All right, let's throw away being as non-biased as possible. That's what I like being, and that's why I do what I do. I think that seeking out truth, being as non-biased as possible, looking at things in every category, and not just philosophy, but like hardcore science and physics, like what is truth, and so what's the nature of truth, all that kind of thing. And so the people who like to talk about these things, the people who are searching for truth, the people who want to expand their thinking and develop their consciousness, which that's what I talked about in my latest video. That's who I like to talk to. Man, I am missing so many comments. I am so sorry. All right. You sounded like a robot for a second. That sucks. I agree with you, Manoli. Manoli Cannoli. I totally agree with you. You've experienced lucid dreams. Did you really feel in control in any way at all? Yes, I did. I've had dreams which felt really real, but it still felt like I was only along for the ride. No, I was in control. Not totally, but somewhat. Oh my. High empathy, really feeling for people. Angry of Nyx, it just, you feel deeply for people. Are you gay? No. What gives you that impression? Have you looked into Gnosticism? Yeah, a little bit. Doesn't really appeal to me. But are true Christians supposed to be spiritual and not carnal? I would think so. I'm trying pretty hard to hold back because I can be overbearing, but I'm not trying to be. No, yeah, I aren't true Christians supposed to be spiritual? I would agree with that. Hello, are you? Why? Can I donate $100,000? Yes. If they would invent Star Trek transporter, would you dare use it? Yes, I would. There's no way to come out. Uh, there's no way to know what comes out. It's not just a copy with your memories, but your original consciousness ceased to exist. It's a scary thought, but I would definitely do it. I mean, whether I'm a copy or not, I don't know. That's an interesting question. I could think about that for a while. That's a good question though. 99%. What? You need a mod. Yeah, I know. I usually have a mod on here, Jess, but she doesn't seem to be anywhere in sight. Enlightenment could be seen as a beginning. True. The idea of we continue to incarnate here to help the rest of humanity reach enlightenment. Yeah. I mean, so what's the difference between Buddhism and New Age spirituality? Because that's really the point of New Age spirituality, too. Just trolling the other guy, bro. Don't think you're gay. I appreciate that. Is science really giving us a sense of being, or is it just giving us empirical facts that make us feel like we understand being? I would say yes. I'd say yes to that. 100%. I don't think science is really giving us a sense of being. I just think we're trying to understand our sense of being using science. God spelled the other way around as dog. Oh my. I'll transport to the end of the universe. Truth. I'll be a mod if you ever need. Shells, what's going on? Good to see you here. Glad you're on live. Why do we even talk? What? Do you have any thoughts on healers in today's society, such as Todd White? I've talked to Todd White personally. My parents know him personally. He's a good guy. I mean, I've sat down and had dinner with him a number of times. I don't see anything fake about him. But I don't know. Darren Brown has kind of been exposing faith healers. So I don't know. But I know Todd White's a good guy. I like your understanding, but because I see what you see when it comes to Christianity. I know you're looking for truth, but what truly triggered you into this mode after then self-realization, other than self-realization? Yeah. Just short answer, I had a nervous breakdown. That's short answer. Look, I know you've been over this a lot, but I still don't understand how you think we can have religion without spirituality. I don't think they're the same thing. Maybe religion seems bad because there's people who misuse it. No, but I think religion makes spirituality better. I 100% disagree. 1,000% disagree. I think religion is just horrible, toxic. Yeah, I mean the mystics had nothing to do with religion. They were spiritual people. A lot of the New Age stuff I've read seems self-centered. Yeah, no doubt. I agree with that. I guess that's just my opinion on it. I like the ideas in Buddhism because it's about transforming yourself into a more compassionate being. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're reading the same articles, but I guess we're not. But that kind of sounds like New Age. So, I mean, what's the dogmatic differences between New Age and Buddhism? It saddens me to see you made a separate channel because of negative comments you got. I just want to say that your words helped me get through hard times. Well, I appreciate that. We made a separate channel, but I'm not going to stop doing the videos, you know? Any religion that has its own judgment on earth is wrong and moral. Oh, I don't understand. How to kill self-hatred? Question mark. Um, practice loving yourself, speaking things over yourself. As dumb as it sounds, it'll help. Do you speak Spanish? Hola. No, yeah, I don't speak any Spanish. I'm so glad you're on. I broke my foot and have been bored as hell. Oh, that sucks. How did you break your foot? Do you think sex is taught behavior or instinctual? Like in general, do I think sex is taught behavior? Oh, sex is taught behavior or instinctual. God, I read that so wrong. Do you think sex is behavior, taught behavior or instinctual? I would say it's both. It's a bit of both. Other than Christian thinkers, who have been the most influential spiritual thinkers in your life? In my life personally, or like just people that I've seen? I agree with your view on spirituality and religion. Cool. Many people who are fake go to church and express their religion. They're they are not deep spirit. Yeah. Did Sam Harris contribute to you becoming an atheist? I'm not an atheist, and no, I'm more of a skeptical agnostic. That's what I've been telling everyone. I wouldn't classify myself as atheist. I would say skeptical agnostic. What are you talking about? Literally everything. What is the name of your other channel? Well, it's the channel that my dad has, and it's called Pastor Reacts. If you say gullible, really slow, I'm not. You're not gonna get me. I'm not gonna do it. So do you not like? Wait, what? Besides the high. So do you not like? So what do you not like besides the high organization of religion? I figure there's more to your opinion, but that is a lot of what I'm picking up on. I'm not sure if I understand your question. It was kind of typed weird. Yeah. Dude, your live stream delay. No, I'm just trying to read all the comments. So, I mean, I'll skip back down. It's like, I'm so sorry, man. I broke my leg I broke my leg when I found this channel. I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe there isn't much of a difference, if any. I don't think New Age talks a lot about the Four Noble Truths or the Eightfold Path of Enlightenment. I guess that's probably the difference. I'll have to look into that. Well, I tripped over one of my children's toys. A 4-inch John Deere tractor got me. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, man. That really sucks. Um, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm just picturing that in my head, like picturing one of my friends doing that, and I would laugh so hard. And then if he was like, "I broke my foot," then I would probably like, "What?" But I'd be laughing. Not at you, but if you had a choice, would you choose a godless world? I don't know. That's a great question. Hypothetically, if God wasn't real. Well, if God's not real, then we live in a godless world, right? Did you take the MBT? What? What's your take on porn? Terrible. It's horrible. It's the silent addiction of today. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to discuss it. Um, but it's an addiction. I don't know. 8 out of 10 people have. And I think it's a terrible addiction. It's horrible. INFP. Oh, wait a minute. Is that what you were referring? An INFP? No, I'm an INFJ. I think I'm between an INFJ and an INFP because I know I've taken the test like a billion times, and every single time I got an INFJ. But I think I got an INFP once. No, I forget. I know I got one other thing one time, but all the other times I got an INFJ. New Age spirituality has a lot of gurus who are just in it for the money. Gotta watch out for those. Yeah, it also attracts narcissistic people. I think most spiritual people are great people, though. Yeah. Read any Jung? Jung? Wong? Oh, Young. I'm an idiot. No, I haven't. Thoughts on gay people? People are people. Love them, regardless. I don't care if you're gay, straight, bi, black, white, yellow. I don't care. Love people. Period. Don't. Yeah. I think people are way too focused on whether something is right or wrong, and they forget to just love them, regardless. Haha, yeah, my dad was here and laughed for a while before he realized that I was actually hurt. Ah, that's a bummer. Uh, I'm sure that's a great story, though. Um, how do you feel about the pastors that come out and try to predict the rapture every few years? They're just, that's how I feel. I have no words. I would love to talk with you in a private chat. I was also raised in a religious home. About 3 years ago, I also had a breakdown and started to question everything, and I've started my new journey. Yeah, it sounds like we have pretty similar paths. Message me on Instagram. Love to talk privately. Nate.alger is my IG. The MBTI is a. Huh. MBTI. So that's a personality? I gotta look this up. Oh, this is the yeah. I've already taken it. What's your zodiac? Leo. Yo, man, this is crazy. I always test as INFJ or an INFP. Now I know why I get you so much. Yeah, man. INFJ. We are like 2% of the world's population. I feel you, bro. Psychology says trauma leads to hypersexuality. Don't you think that could be the reason for so many people that want to have sex all the time? So we're traumatized. Basically, that's what you're saying. A lot of people are more traumatized than, I would say, a lot of religious people are more traumatized than they would think. I think religious trauma is a thing, and you can actually specialize in that. You can go to school for religious trauma. It's a thing, and I have been a victim of that. Oh wow, thanks for letting me mod. Yeah, Caleb, you're consistently on here, and so you asked to mod, and so I was like, yeah, sure. Now I got two mods. What is this test you speak of? It is a personality test. Plus, porn can be destructive when watched by teens. They can learn very destructive behavior from porn. We need to have more conversations with our about sex. Shills. So you mentioned Shills S. You mentioned plus porn can be destructive when watched by teens. So do you think that adults can watch it? Adults can watch it and it's fine. Because I'm just curious because I don't think that way. But if you do, I'm curious as to why. Sorry, I can't stay through this entire thing. I will definitely try to catch the next one. Cool, man. Justin, well, I will see you next time. Yeah, leave it, Justin. Leave a comment. Yeah, I mean, hopefully you'll be back. I'll be back on for another like hour. So I'm an INFJ too. That's what's up. All these INFJs. That's awesome. I'm gonna take the test now. Do it, Darkin. If you come out in INFJ, it's gonna be awesome. You can go to a mental institution for religious trauma too. I thought I was gonna have to go to a mental institution when I had my mental breakdown. Luli, what's going on? Good to see you on here. I'm gonna send you 3 book recommendations. Yeah, sorry I haven't got back to you, Luli, on Instagram. It's literally I'm behind in like replying back to comments and replying to people's messages on Instagram. It's just I apologize. How old are you? I am 24. Will be 25 next month. It gets much more interesting. Porn is exploitation of women. I agree. And men at you said ridiculous, but I'm guessing you meant ridicules. Have you heard NF's new songs? If you have, how do you like them? I do like them. They're great. They're good. I really like all the stuff that NF comes out with. What's your favorite book? Maybe top 3. Oof. The Intent to Live. New Mystics by John Crowder. And The Gospel and the Stars by Joseph Cease. Those are the first 3 top off the top of my head. Where do you take this letter test? Just type in 16 personality test on Google. Might be back by then. If not, see you next time. All right, Justin. Sounds good. Kids are a lot more prone to getting addicted to porn, but the destructive effect isn't as obvious because of how few responsibilities they have. It's much more easy to for adults, yeah. I think adults with sexual experience and know it's acting can be harmless. At the same time, though, a lot of people that have addictive personalities, it can be super destructive. I think it just depends. Huh. Yeah, I've known some couples that have uh, watched porn. But they told me they watched porn before having sex, and they tried it, and it just didn't work out for the ones that I've talked to. Or just said that it was weird. But yeah, that's interesting. And I've heard a couple other people talking about that, like, I'm still under the impression that porn is uh, I just think it really objectifies sex and objectifies women, and I think it's um, yeah, I don't really like what the industry is just toxic. I mean, yeah. So I'm in like that's an interesting perspective. I'll think about it a bit more, but I just think porn is not good for anybody. What, I tested INFJ? No kidding. Are you serious? No worries. It's all good. Thanks for understanding, Lily. I took my son to the park, and when we got home, we found his goldfish dead, which is a tough situation for any first-time parent. How do you explain all? What? Why do you have to feel like you? Why do you need to explain that to a 4-year-old? Just tell him his goldfish died. Yes, Myers-Briggs test. That's what it is for personality. I mean, who's your favorite singer? Oh boy. So, favorite singer to sing with would be James Arthur. Favorite singer to listen to, and I wish I had his vocal cords. Oh, okay. Favorite singers to sing to would be James Arthur, Justin Timberlake, John Legend. Probably those three. Favorite singers to listen to, and I wish I had their vocal cords or learned to do what they do, would be the guy from, it's a band called Dayseeker, and Jared Leto. Probably those two. Yeah, absolutely. No doubt in my mind. I think we are all capable of accomplishing our dreams, no matter how big. Yeah, INFJs are really deep, and most people aren't. They feel alone if they don't find people on their wavelength. So we might as well just call this chat the INFJs. The Myers-Briggs test is very old, though. I wonder if it's still deemed credible by the day standards. I would say so. I mean, the Enneagram blew up, and that's like the oldest personality test there is. Agree or disagree? Astrology is a hoax, much like religion. Like, what are astrologers going to say if two new planets appear in our galaxy? What are you talking about? Okay, there's astrology and oh my God, what's the other one? Astrology and oh my God, it's totally slipping my mind. Like I'm a Leo. I know that's not. It might be astrology. And what's the other thing I'm thinking about? Can't even think of it. Astronomy, astrology, and astronomy. Um, which is which? I don't know. Astro. Damn it! Now I'm gonna have to. Okay, and then okay, so they're both like the same. Okay. No, I think astrology is much more real than religion. I don't think religion's good, but someone said porn can be harmless, but honestly, every time you watch a video, you're supporting an industry where it damages the women's image and health. Just an option. Yeah, I agree with that. Match for INFJ is ENFP. Yeah, I think the well, most of the girlfriends I have, interestingly enough, the girlfriend that I thought I was going to marry was a INFJ as well. I love John Legend, great singer. Oh, I'm having so many connection problems. Get, I'm so, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. That's cool, man. I fuck with James Arthur music. You gotta pass a test to get on the chat. With Mike Posner's Walk Across America? No, I am not. Astronomy. INFJ. Man, this is awesome. Have you ever done that Enneagram test? Yes, I have. P.S. Billie Eilish featuring JB. Have you heard that? Yes, I have. I was like, Nate's going to be happy. Yes, I heard that, and I was like, this is sweet. This is awesome. I'm so glad they did a song together. Astronomy, yes. What do you think happens when we die? Possibly live? Astronomy is science. Yeah. So what makes bad words bad words? I don't. This is see. I mean, I have this argument with my parents all the time. I'm like, you know, who says fuck is a bad word? Who says, these are words. Like, Some people sentence emphasizers. Like I, yeah, no, I like. Why is the F word bad? Makes it bad. What does it say anything? No, it doesn't. Like it doesn't in the Bible. It talks about the heart of the words you say more than the actual words you say. Well, it doesn't actually say anything about the actual words you say. It talks about what comes out of the heart. Well, I agree that porn does objectify women, but these women choose to do that. Yes, I know that they choose to do that, but I feel like they're objectifying themselves because they're so desperate for love. I mean, I don't like it, but at the same time, uh, they are happy in what they're doing. It's their choice. That's the way I see it. Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with you. It is their choice, but it doesn't make it a healthy choice. I mean, we make unhealthy choices all the time that we could see as happy, but then when we objectively look at them, it's destroying us. I'm not coming against you, Shells. I like your opinion on things, so I like asking you stuff. Astrology is pseudoscience. Astronomy is science, correct. Astrology is just philosophy. So he was asking about astrology. I mean, I don't know. I think there's more grounds to astrology in science than I like astrology. If it's not real, whatever, but I like the study of it. What's your ambition in life? I love your video about love, by the way. Cool. My ambition in life is to be an actor and a musician and to change the world. Literally. That's not even kidding about any of that. All right. How to do it front handspring best. I'll see you next time. Peace. What's your favorite style of music? Oh, man. Anything with soul in it. Anything with soul. And, and I say anything with soul, like, I don't know, soul, like, just if you can feel the soul in it, I like it. And that can go for like hardcore music. That can be true for R&B soul music. That can be true for some pop. That's true for rap. I mean, if I can feel your soul in the heart of the music, I like it. Mods, can you write a message in the chat encouraging people to like the stream a few times in an hour? The more likes you get on streams, the better. Likes, oh, sweet. Yes, like everyone. Are ENFPs extroverts? Yes, they are. I love having these conversations with y'all. I live in the middle of Hillbilly Central, so it's nice to have deep conversation. Well, you're in the right place. Shells, have you taken the personality test? Do you know, like the 16 personalities? Do you know which one you've come out as? Mm. Fluffy Husky. So correct me if I'm wrong, but you think as a Christian saying the F word is fine. It's just a matter of then the way you use it. Yes. How far back to the astrological signs go, and where do they come from? I think since the beginning. I haven't done any study. I'm just assuming that. When I say I like to study it, I like to look at like the personality traits of it. I haven't actually studied the history of it all. What do you think about the early Eminem songs? It's all I listened to as a kid. I listened to a lot of Eminem as a kid. Are you reading any books this week? Yes. Journeys Out of the Body by Robert Monroe. Oh, because you feel his soul? It just wasn't. Yeah. No, I Eminem has soul for sure. I got INFJ. Are you kidding me, Darkin? That's exactly what I am. Dude, there are so many INFJs on this thing. It is awesome. I'm a Christian and found your channel before Pastor Reacts. That's awesome. And will continue to watch your content without Pastor Reacts. That's amazing. Thank you. Love that. INTP for me. Astrology is proto-astrology. It makes observations, but makes the mistake thinking that correlation equals causation, then built a system of it. Interesting. I've taken a few and I'm an extrovert. That's about as deep as I got in the personality test. Gotcha. Astronomy goes back to the earliest writings. Huh. I got ENFP. So is that an extrovert? Yes, it is. I feel like I am. And other times, yeah. If you have an E at the beginning, it's an extrovert. Seeing that you're into hardcore music, do you like to mosh? I love it. Love to slam dance all day. Perfect. I also want to change the world. I have no idea. I have an idea to. As a former Marine, I approve of your shirt choice. So thank you. I was never a Marine, but I support the military, and also I won this shirt doing like 25 pull-ups at this festival that was in town. Best way to get over a breakup: grieve it. Don't avoid it. Grieve it. I know you won't get that advice anywhere, but I mean, if it's over, it's over. You got to grieve the relationship. Don't just be like, yeah, let's have fun. Nah, you're in denial, bro. Oh, man. Nate, what is the ENF thing you guys are talking about? Luli, it's the 16 personality test, the Myers-Briggs personality test. Google it and take it. I want to know what you come out as. What test are y'all talking about? I'll tell you here. The Myers-Briggs personality test, 16 personalities. Do you listen to Marshmello? Yes. I just mastered one of my songs. I remastered Morning Light, y'all. So if you like my music and you've listened to Morning Light, it's going to be off Spotify in a couple of days because I remastered it and it sounds so much better. And in the mastering process, as a reference track, I used Happier by Marshmello. I do like Marshmello's music. Astrology goes back to the beginning of the writing. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. But I was like, okay. My extrovert was 54 to 46. Close call. Natural opinion. You might be an ambivert. You should look that up. Ambivert. It's kind of like both and. You can be an introvert and in this, depending on the circumstance, you can be both an introvert and the extrovert. An ambivert. You'd introduce a lot of people to amazing music, just through like different artists or through like my music. What are your thoughts on the chips being implanted needed to buy and sell in the near future? No cash needed. Right now, China has a system called social credit. I don't know. I don't know what I think about that. I wouldn't put a chip in me. Wouldn't do it. Watch now. 30 years later, I'm gonna be like, chip. No. You should check out Mav. Oh, I think I've listened to him. Hell yeah, 25, get some. Yep, 25 years old. I haven't been able to do that since I got back from, oh, hell yeah, 20. I'm an idiot. Yes, 25 pull-ups. I'll be 25 next month, and I was talking about that earlier. That's why I said that. Hell yeah, 25. Yeah. No, that's probably the most pull-ups I ever did. Like, when you got like 50 people staring at you, it was like adrenaline. And I was just like bumping them out. Like 1, 2, 3. Just getting like 15. I was like, I've never done this many pull-ups. And he's like, keep going. So I kept hammering them out. Hayden. Hey, dude, long time. Yeah, for real. I remember you. But I'm not as spiritual as you. Yeah. I mean, not as agnostic, but I don't know. I guess I'm kind of spiritual. I explore it. I like to explore it just to find the truth in what I believe, but yeah. Sorry, Nate, my Wi-Fi lagged out, but I think I'm caught up now. Well, good. Body 123, right into the best songs. Have you heard Rescue Me by Marshmello? I have not. Featuring A Day to Remember? Dude, oh, I gotta check that out. I thought it was cool mashup of style. I'm gonna listen to that right now. I will take it and let you know. Sweet. 26 watching and we have 23 likes. Good job, guys. Yeah, that's what's up. There was 40 watching at one time. That was awesome. I'm doing the test now. Sweet. Guess my age. Oh, Darken. Well, I saw a picture on Facebook. I wasn't sure if that was you or if that was somebody else. I'd guess you're a bit older. Oh man. I might guess way older, or I might guess, no, I don't know. I'm just gonna shout out 40. that might be way over the top or not. I don't know. I would just guess you're older. Thanks for answering. I won't take the chip either. But do you think what's going on in China could be linked to that scripture? Possibly. I don't really know. Do you have SoundCloud for your music? Yes, I do. I only have one song on there now, but I'm going to put another song up tomorrow or even tonight. I just finished mastering another song, and there will be more up. And so yeah, I'll put them on SoundCloud, but Nation Haven on SoundCloud. Anyone ever say you kind of look like Jason Momoa? Yes, they do, and that's a hell of a compliment. Thank you for that, because lately I'm not like, I don't know, I'm being really vulnerable right now with you guys, but whatever. My self-esteem has not been the greatest lately, and I've been like looking in the mirror like, dude, you gotta like cut your hair or something, man. You're losing it. I think what did it is I downloaded that Face app, and I did the old age thing, and I saw how I was gonna look when I'm like old as. And so then I was just like, man, I'm not. Yeah, whatever. But taken last year in Virginia City, Montana. That's sweet. I've never caught you on live. Yay. I can live with that. I'm 42. Oh man, I knew it. Yeah. No, the only reason I thought that darkened was because of the picture I saw on Facebook. But Eric McGeehee, yeah. People tell me I look like Jason Momoa. People tell me I look like Jon Snow. But I've gotten Jason Momoa a lot. Or I guess Kit Harington, whatever you want to call it. Bod one, dude, you're super handsome. I'd totally fall for you if I was a girl and straight. Well, thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Did you hear the theory that the old age face app is a? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I support that long hair. Well, thank you, Luli. LOL, you're gonna make the guy blush. Will Smith. Are you saying I look like Will Smith? Hey, I mean, Will Smith is a cool dude. I got INFP. Can you please react to some more NF? You know what? My dad is getting sick and tired of music videos, and so I'm actually going to have him react to Matt Dillahunty and a lot of atheistic rants and videos. You look like Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, man. Don't be yanking my chain here. Like Leo's my dude. I love every movie that Leo is in. Yeah, you don't mean that. What's going on? What's up? Tari. Less than 4 years, 4 weeks to go, and I'll be back in America. What are you doing outside America? The long hair fits you well. Well, I appreciate that. So check this out, guys. So apparently, when I get old, I'm gonna look like a mixture of Gandalf and Willie Nelson. What do you guys think? That's what the Face app did for me. Man, I live in Belgium. Well, that's cool. I live in Australia. Man, I want to go to all these places. For real. Belgium. So is Belgium waffles a thing in Belgium, or is that just an American thing that's so wait, are you Darkin, are you from America? You just live in Belgium, or I live in Australia? Cool. I live in Cape Town. I love Cape Town. I was there for a week. Love it. The murder capital of Africa. Is it really? I thought that was like Johannesburg or something. Romania. That's awesome. I'm back. I'm an ENFP. It's extrovert. So you were right. EN, intuitive. F, feeling. P, perceptive. Nice. I love the fact that we are all from different countries that are freaking far. Yeah, I know. I love it. I love that all you guys are literally from all over the globe. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. That's Gandalf and Willie Nelson. Dude, that's funny. Yep. They just throw his face on you, even though the dude from X-Men is Gandalf. Yeah. I'm a Belgian. Okay. I have an American girlfriend. Got it. I visited America 10 times in the past 8 years. Gotcha. Well, cool, man. Where's your girlfriend from? Montana? So why I drank these is because my doctor said I need to drink 3 liters, which this is 3 liters, of spring water a day. And I feel like I'm using way too much plastic when I just drink like 10 bottles a day, 10 16-ounce bottles. And so I just buy these and I drink one a day. My first trip and only trip overseas was to America. Loved every bit of it. That's awesome. Where'd you go? Where'd you go in America? Yeah, waffles are not considered Belgium here. That's awesome. I'm from Germany. That's so cool. I love that everyone's all over the place. Sorry to backtrack, but how long ago did you meet Todd White? I'm jealous. It was when he was just starting to get. It was before he was famous. He was like 2, 3 years into ministry. So, I don't know. It may have been like 8 years ago. It was a while ago. My only trip outside of America was Mexico, and I loved it. That's sweet. Ha ha ha! My boyfriend said your stream makes his brain hurt. He said we are way too deep and can't follow along. That's awesome. Yeah, I have some friends. I wonder if they're watching right now. Harry and Theo, if you're watching, comment. But they say the same thing. They're like, dude, I can't watch your lives. My brain hurts. It's too deep. For me, this is like, I love this. I thrive. Like, I look forward to this on Friday nights to like hang out with you guys and talk shop. I lived in Montana. No way. I've been to Montana. It's beautiful. Love that place. Shout out to my brother Justin Pearson. Pearson. Wow, I didn't pronounce his name correctly. I think I got a stupid question and I don't know how to ask, but here it goes. If killing is a sin, then why do some priests encourage people to join the army? Now, I know that there's bad people, terrorists, but it's weird for me that priests encourage people to kill people by joining the army. I think killing and murdering is two different things. Like, I don't think self-defense is, even in religious thinking, I don't think self-defense is a sin. And I don't necessarily think killing is a sin. But murder, I don't think they're the same thing. That being said, don't go out and kill people. Neither are good. But I think that God, theologically speaking, sees them differently. Canada. I have some Canadian friends. Canadian brother. Shout out to Cody. He's not watching, but I would think being too deep would help. Yeah. Oklahoma. Caleb, Sloshy Well, you're from Oklahoma too? Sweet. Howdy. Yeah, I've had that question. I've got 11 confirmed kills and IDK. How many unconfirmed? How do I come back? Come back from what? I mean, do you feel guilt? Do you experience PTSD? This made my brain come back to life and gives me hope that I can go back to school. Thanks. That's awesome. I'm really glad. Really, really glad. INFP and INFPT, not 100% sure about the whole thing. I just took the test, though. Well, read about your personality. See if it matches up. I told him that's what happens when you think for a change. Yeah. A lot of people don't think. Killing is killing. You can look at it that way. Okay, I'm going to go take that test. You guys still haven't taken it, Luli? I thought you already took it. Everybody's been taking it. Everybody's been taking it. If you're watching this live stream, go take the test. Let me know what you get. South Africa. Hello from South Africa. I love South Africa. I want to go back. But the Bible says not to oppose anything, even if it's bad. Meaning what? Texas. Howdy. How's it going, Texan? You got an accent down there in Texas? Still like a thick accent? Texas accent. I'm from North Carolina. Do you talk like that? I'm assuming that's what NC means. Texas. I haven't been to Texas, but I do want to go. Want to visit some places there in Texas. Okay, I was just curious. Sorry for the long question. They don't even fit when I type them. Hey, man, quick questions. My brother has 6 months left in the Marines. He's infantry, and he is currently depressed because he has not seen battle. I'm trying to help him feel. I can't. He's depressed because he hasn't seen. Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Interesting. I have PTSD, reoccurring nightmares, shadow figures. I hear shit sometimes. Where I would say that's a lot of guilt. I mean, you took a life. I don't know you too well. I was just, obviously, I just know from being a highly highly prone to anxiety and panic attacks and that sort of thing for me. I just know when that sort of thing comes on, I don't know if that's anything like PTSD or if it's different. I don't know. But accepting the fear, accepting the things that are following you can only do good and help you out. And so I'm curious if you're running from that guilt, or if you're willing to accept it. And even though those people are gone and you didn't know them, but you took the lives, if maybe just for yourself, like, I know this is super weird. This is super weird. This is just what's coming to mind. So if this is too weird for you, that's fine. This is weird for me, but I'm suggesting that you do this or try this. Is to not ask for forgiveness from God, but ask for forgiveness from them. Because I mean, who knows if there's a life after death? Maybe they're good. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea, right? Um, but yeah, I don't know, man. I really want to give you some solid advice, but you know what? Message me on Instagram if you have Instagram, and I'd love to talk with you more about it. I really would. Um, that's if my advice is helping. If it's not, then throw it out the window. What's the website for this test you talk about? Myers-Briggs. Just Google it. Myers-Briggs test. Yeah, some people can't take the mundane. They crave. Have you ever heard of the trolley problem? Yes, I have. If so, do you think that there are certain circumstances in which you would consider morally superior to pull the level? Yes, depending on the circumstances. No, I don't talk like that because what? I don't feel guilty about killing them. It's what they did that fucked me up. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Hmm. Man, I mean, I don't feel guilty about killing them. It's just what they did that fucked me up. I mean, dude, yeah. I don't know if this is the case. If this doesn't help, then throw it out the window. But I'm telling you, man, my life is because of severe panic attacks that I've had this past year. Learning to accept the fear, accept the things that scare me. It's changed my life. And so I don't know if you're running from all that stuff, but if so, and you might not even realize I mean, obviously, like, you can't run from a panic attack. It just happens, but you can mentally run, you know? So I don't know if that's what you're doing or not, but thank you so much for talking about the personality test. I have read the full profile, and oh my God, it describes me perfectly, scarcely so. That's awesome. I don't think I sound country, but I probably do. I've been to Arkansas, and I think they really sound country. Yeah, I've been told I have a slight Southern drawl to my voice, but not like I was doing. Not like that. Yeah, that's beautiful advice. From me or from Daniel? Oh, I wish I could have killed more of them, but I'll just say it. We rolled into a village. The streets were lined with burning bodies of women and children. Man, I can't even imagine. Can't even imagine. That's hard. Mm. Well, man, how do you say your first name? Schuler? Schu- Schuyler? Schmidt, I guess. Is any of my advice helping in any way? Because I'd really love to help. Man, my eye just started itching like crazy all of a sudden. Hey, I took the test in INFPT, introvert. Introvert, intuitive, feeling, perceptive. So you're like Shells, except you're an introvert. But Schmidt, man, I'm really sorry that that happened to you. Skylar, I guess that's your name. I'm really sorry that happened to you. I can't even imagine. What's your faith life like right now, if it exists? Well, my definition of faith and your definition of faith is probably different. I think faith, I think faith is a choice. I don't think belief is a choice. I think faith is a choice, and I think it's an active choice. So you got to do stuff about it. And right now, I am practicing meditation, lucid dreaming, learning about astral projection, just searching things out spiritually uh, to find things. And so, even though I don't believe it, I'm just going into unknown territories to find what's true. I'm skeptical about UK and US with Middle Eastern wars. That the motivation might be evil, but you firsthand saw that they're really that bad. Hmm. Has life been more challenging since you lost your title of Christian, and would you describe it as bad? No. The only reason it's been challenging is with relationships, because almost everyone I know is a Christian, and that's tough. But for me personally, no, I feel freer wholeheartedly. I feel freer. Um, Existentially, that's I mean, the breakdown was because I had an existential crisis, but coming out of that, yeah, I definitely feel freer. I would say thank you for your service and have you try checking into different vet groups. Yeah, that's good advice, Shells. I should stop. Shells, you give advice to him now. I need to stop giving my advice. Faith without works is dead. Yep. And yeah, your videos help me out a lot, man. That's awesome. I found you because your pastors reacts, and I'll stay to watch your journey and learn what I can. Well, that's great. I'm glad that you're gonna stay. I'm curious, what videos of mine have helped? I'm curious if it's the videos on fear. 16 personalities, yeah, Myers Briggs, the test that all of us have taken. Take it. Be a part of the crew. Sorry if I sound illiterate sometimes when I comment. Anxiety sucks, and I will rewrite something so many times before I said it. I obliterate my words and lose all my thoughts. I get it. Same thing happens to me. Okay, I took it. I'm an ENFPT. So extrovert, intuitive, feeling, and perceptive. We got a lot of intuitive, feeling, and perceptive people here. And it seems like the differences are in extroverts and introverts. Link to the test. Just Google Myers-Briggs 16 personalities test. My brother had some of the same issues, and he went group to a group worth vets, and he said it helped him a lot. Sweet. INTJ. Nice. Thinking and judging. Introvert, intuitive thinking and judging. What were you? I am an INFJ-A. INFJ. That is me. 2% of the world's population. And I'm pretty sure they're all on my live stream. I'm an INFJ. I'm going to bed. Good night, friend. All right, Darking. Good night, man. I'll see you next time. They are that way and way worse. There are websites that show the ISIS videos and other gory videos. It's gory, but it's reality. Man. Go to bestgrove.com and search for ISIS videos. I did that once, and I saw those videos of ISIS, and man, it's man, I can't even. Yeah, I can't even imagine being there and seeing that stuff. We need to focus so much more on our veterans' mental health. Agreed, for sure. Have you ever met someone and knew their zodiac sign and could have guessed it beforehand? No, I haven't. But I don't really think too much about the zodiac sign. I can usually tell right away if somebody's introverted or extroverted. And you know what? I bet I could guess people's Myers-Briggs. But no, I've never tried to guess anyone's zodiac sign. Why? Did you guess mine? Did you know I was a Leo? The test is confused as I am. It shows ISTJA and ISTJ. It's the same thing. You're an ISTJ. If you could redesign the justice system, what would it look like? Oh, man. More in depth. Way more in depth. I mean, I know things get more in depth, but I've you got to get to know people. Like, I don't think the justice system now is any way to see the heart of the matter and to get to know the person. I think we ignore the heart and just look at evidence at hand, which is necessary, but I think you got to look at who the person is too. I'm going camping with teenagers tomorrow morning. Gotta go. Bye, Nate. All right. See you later, Lily. Have fun with teenagers. Have you ever took an IQ test? No, I haven't. If you have a link to one, I'd love to take it. Because I have no idea what IQ test on the internet would be legit. But I'd love to take an IQ test. INFJT. Nice. Oh, well, then that is helpful. Sorry for my ignorance on the topic. No, it's it's all good. I'm not trying to make you feel dumb or anything. Yeah, they usually give the INS the dash A or dash T, but the main part of it is the ISTJ. That's really what counts. That's what matters. Every Scorpio I've met, I've either guessed it or knew it. Huh. That's awesome. I thought it would come out different than that. I think it's so cool that you read everyone's comments. Many YouTubers I watch don't take the time. Thank you for the love in your videos. I know many people, as myself, appreciate you and your content. Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you a lot. And yeah, I love connecting with you guys. Love it, love it, love it. And this is a highlight of my week. And so this is kind of like, this is my community. And it was funny because somebody invited me somewhere Friday night, and I was like, I can't. I got a live stream on YouTube. And they were like, okay, I understand. And I was like, it doesn't really get any more like introvert but community than that. I don't know. I can't remember the one I took. It's called, but it's pretty accurate. I'll check the name in a bit. Yeah, I'd love to know that because I'd love to check my IQ. Because I'm either, I don't know, I feel like I'm just pretty average. I mean, a couple people have been like, dude, I bet you have a high IQ. But in high school, they didn't say that. In high school, yeah, no. I don't even know if I passed. No, I passed high school. I actually have nightmares that I didn't pass high school. I'm not even kidding. But I almost didn't pass high school. Taurus here. Am I the only Leo? I know if Jess were here, she'd be like, Leo. Do you ever look for something to believe in, especially when you go through something that's difficult? I think that's how we become so blinded by religion. It gives false hope. I'm curious of what you believe, Christina, from that question. It strikes curiosity. Um, Honestly, do I ever look for something to believe in? I think Christians, I should say religion. I just say Christians because I used to be one, and my dad's a pastor. And I'm not speaking about my dad. My dad is legit. I love my dad. Um, but a lot of Christians that I've seen, a lot of religious people use religion, use God, use it. They treat him as the God of the gaps. Um, I mean, that's a philosophical term, but it's basically saying, um, like, I don't understand this, so it must be God. Or like, I'm going through a hard time, and instead of facing it, like they use God as an excuse. Like instead of facing something, instead of grieving something, instead of fighting something, they'll just say, it's in God's hands. And it's like, you're not doing anything about it, you know? I mean, you're not living. You're like wanting God to do life for you. And I don't even, if he's real, I don't even think he would do that. And so right now, being where I am, not being a Christian, being this skeptical agnostic who's seeking truth, um, I really try to believe in myself. Because I think for years and years and years, and I think this had to do with a lot of religious trauma, is that I wanted so bad for more of something, right? And I it was like I was using God as an excuse. Like I would just look to God and say, he'll get it, he'll do it, he'll whatever. And I would believe. This is weird to say, but I would believe in God more than I would believe in myself, and I don't think that's healthy. Uh, so I don't know if that's what you were asking. Um, but yeah, I was the same way. My teachers were like, "Thank God she is leaving." Yeah. How's your day been, man? It's been busy. Well, no, it's been good. I finished mastering a song this morning, so I spent a little bit of time at the studio. Um, and then I went and saw The Lion King with my mom. Wouldn't recommend seeing that. Um, it's okay. Unfortunately, I was hoping for the best, but yeah. Is false hope? Oh wow, I just totally forgot what I was saying. God, my brain right now. And then I came home, went to Chick-fil-A, and uh, hung out a bit, and then started doing live streams. So it's been pretty good. Is false hope unnecessary though? Yeah. Would it be better to be completely hopeless? Oh, is false hope unnecessary there? I don't want to believe a lie. Point blank. If something, I would rather believe truth than a lie any day. If it's false hope, I don't want to believe it. I don't want to have false hope. That's believing a lie. And especially if you know it's false hope, that's willingly choosing to believe a lie. Um, I would rather be completely hopeless. Like if that was the truth, if there was no hope, I would rather accept the fact that there is hopelessness. And I feel like that's the only way I would move on. Like if I just keep believing a lie, I'm just going to stay in the same place forever. That was a good movie, by the way. God of the Gaps. I haven't seen it. Do you ever lie to yourself and catch the lie? Yeah, all the time. I hate it. I say something and I realize, wait a minute, that's not true. The dawning of the age of Aquinas. So are you into like new age stuff? Because I'm pretty sure that's like a new age thinking. Do you think that in the future there will be a world where violence against one another doesn't exist? I don't know. Possibly. I think humanity has to work on their hearts before that can ever happen. Happy you're still alive. Yeah, hey, hit your girl John. You're back. Just came back from the doctors. How'd it go? I would rather hate some. I would rather hate something for what it is than love something for what it's not. Yes, yeah. I would rather hate something for what it is than love something for what it's not. Yeah, and that just goes back to believing the truth rather than willingly believing a lie. Do you believe in destiny? How would you define destiny? I might define it different. No, it's a hair song. Oh, okay. A hair song? Do you have any tips on being more honest with yourself? Because that's where I'm trying to be. Um, yes, I would say examine the parts of yourself that you don't like, and then objectively ask yourself, is this true? Um, and you might even need to ask someone else and ask for, hey, this is actually what because I've done this before. It's helped. This is what I think about myself. Is this true? Like, am I seeing this right? Because if it is, then I have something to work on. I have something to fix. But if it's not the case, then I don't want to continue to hold that belief. And that can be perspectives you have about yourself or whatever. But I would say also loving yourself, learning to love yourself. Obviously, I think those two things go hand in hand. Being honest with yourself. I know for me, I've just realized where like I'll over exaggerate or I'll say something, I'll just without me even thinking, I'll just twist something a little bit, and I'm like, wait, no, that's not the truth. Um, yeah, I don't know if that helps. Does it help? No, the video you did talking about God of the Gaps. Yep. Okay. In the end of the God of the Gaps. Yes, I do remember that video. Went well. Sun gazing right now. That's cool. Where do you live? Hit your girl, John. I'm not 100% sure what I believe in. I want to search for that. Well, me too. So I'm glad you're here. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Okay, cool. I think that being honest with yourself also starts with people around you. Yeah. So when you say that shells like starts with people around you, do you mean um like it starts with being honest with people around you, or it's been more simple for me to believe or accept that something is steering the ship. I don't like putting a label on it. I think for many people like myself, it's justification enough. Okay. So Jason, would you think that people would label that God, but you don't want to label it? I don't feel like we have a predetermined purpose. I see your purpose as self-made, which isn't a bad thing. So you believe in uh, existentialism and free will, which good on you. I don't know if I'm an existentialist. Um, I'm more of an essentialist, which is Plato's philosophy. Did the test, so awesome. ENFJ, nice. ENFJ. So me and you are off by one letter. I'm an INFJ, and you're an ENFJ. So you're an extrovert, and I'm an introvert. What? Go ahead, curse me out on 7. You're a dumb guy, curse me out. Wow. Okay. Where did you come from? I'm from Texas. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm on the East Coast, so the sun's going down, so that explains that. And it's way too hot to be outside today. Holy smokes. Jess, finally. I haven't felt good, so I've been asleep all day. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, a little. It's just hard to describe yourself because who you are is somewhat dependent on who's looking. And most of the lies I catch myself in come from shifting my perspective on who I am. But is that coming from other people? So really, that's just a part of you're afraid of rejection. Is that what I mean? Like you're afraid of rejection, and so you feel like you have to change who you are so you won't be rejected. Destiny, in the sense that we are here for a purpose. I guess I believe in many different possibilities, so we have many different destinies, but the one that will manifest is up to our choice. I believe something similar. Um, I mean, scientifically, the future is set in stone, but I think there's possibilities in the future. I don't think there's just like I don't believe in determinism. I'm not a determinist. Um, I'm pro free will. Um, and so I think with that, because the science also shows that just the science of time and the block universe, that the future is set in stone. But I do think I think the timeline looks more like a tree than a path. I think there's many different ways to go, but I'm pretty sure I made a couple videos on this. But I don't think our purpose is about what we do. I think our purpose is about who we are. And so I think, and that's also a choice, who we are. Um, and so I think that no matter what we do in life, I think our purpose and our destiny is to be that light to the world, to people. Uh, so that's what I try to be and do, no matter what I do. Yeah, it could be labeled God, science, energy, vibes, whatever. Gotcha. Do you believe truth is absolute, or is truth simply belief? I think truth is absolute. Absolute. I'm still studying that though. I mean, like we are all. I mean, like we all need that one person who is brutally honest with us. Yes, and I love those people. I try to be friends with those people. The people that I find that are brutally honest, I'm like, I like you. I'm stick around. We're gonna be friends. It's easier to lie to ourselves when those around us candy coat things. Yeah, that's so true, Shells. Right with you on that. Same. I'm from Cape Cod. Nice. I literally just woke up. Now I'll be up all night. Ah, that's a bummer. Dude, I'm from freaking Germany. It's 2:30 a.m. right now. I should be asleep. Dude, thanks for hanging in there. 2:30 a.m. I'm just here so I don't get fined. What? Yeah, that's what I got to work on. I'm definitely afraid of rejection. Thanks. Yep. A lot of lies that we believe about ourselves is rooted in a fear of rejection. I'm new to the stream, so I don't know if it has been asked before, but do you go to school for music? No. I'm all self-taught. And how did you get into music recording? I got into music recording because of YouTube. Because on YouTube, you can't use other people's material, or your videos won't get monetized, or don't even have the ability to get monetized. And so I was like, well, I'm a musician and I have everything I need to record. So I just started recording little instrumentals here and there, and I started getting better and better at it. And I was like, wait, I can actually do this and make money from it. So that's what I've been doing for a couple years now. Search what? Oh, cool. Small world. How old are you? Oh, well, I gotta go. See y'all later. All right. Peace out, Shells. See you next time. I'm 32. Nice. I like uh I like how we have an age range on here. I like it. So if truth is absolute, how do we know when we find it? Fantastic question. And I've been researching those theories a lot. There's like 5 theories of how we find absolute truth. And the more I look at the philosophy behind finding truth and absolute truth, the more I find that you can't, I think there's a progression of how you find truth. I think you need empirical evidence that it's true. And I also think that you need pragmatic evidence that it's worth something in your life. And then I think you need, well, it can't be, well, the liar paradox. That's the problem of truth, the liar paradox. And I'm going to talk about all this in like the series that I'm gearing up to do on truth. I'm going to make probably 3 or 4 videos on how to find truth, the philosophy behind absolute truth. So I'm definitely going to be talking about it more on my channel. The bad thing is when you lie to yourself so much that you start to believe and begin to lose track of who you are. Yeah. You watch anime? I do not. I love your series about love. Thanks, man. That's awesome. I'm glad that you love it. I'm glad that you got a lot out of it. It helped me out big time. Finally ended my insecurities with my ex. That's amazing. That's sweet. I'm so glad that helped you out. Do you think there is any truth to the Bible? Yeah. I think there's principles in the Bible that you can take. Sure, absolutely. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of good nuggets in the Bible. And I think I said on here before on live, I think whether you believe that Jesus was a real person, whether you believe in Jesus or not, I think that if even atheist, agnostic, whatever, I think if you read the life of Jesus and you tried to live like Jesus, I think you could change the world. I think the person of Jesus and who he was, whether fiction, nonfiction, no matter what you believe, I think he was he's a guy to try to do life like. How does the concept of superposition play into your idea of truth? Are you talking about quantum superposition, like the physics superposition, or something else? I listen to music and smoke weed every day. I'm doing that right now. I'm listening to Brother Ali, self-taught. Nice. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself with music, weed, and this live stream. It's pretty cool. Have you researched or looked into the missing books of the Bible, like the Book of Enoch? I love the Book of Enoch. Haven't read the Book of Thomas or Mary, or looked in other cultures for perspective on their Bibles. No, I haven't. Did you have a good live? Yeah, it was good. How about the natal chart? Oh, I'm INFJ too. Are you kidding me, Jess? INFJ. Everybody on here is an INFJ. No, not everybody on here, but a lot of people on here are. That's pretty sweet. How about the natal chart? I haven't read the natal chart. Oh, man, I need to do that. Are you a Christian? Evan Bailey, you commented on my videos before, and I told you no, that I'm not. Yeah, the video that truth can be 1 or 0 or both at the same time. Oh, yeah, the idea. I think so truth is I think there is an absolute, like, you got to look at it like a pyramid. I think there is an absolute truth, right? Like there are absolute truths, but I think beneath them there are truths that apply, and it is truth, but it's not the truth. Like basically the truth of how you're feeling about something. You might be feeling a certain way because of what you ate, your mood, your how you slept that last night, or just a relationship gone wrong. You might be feeling horrible, but you're in Disneyland, so like your truth is like you feel terrible, like you're depressed or whatever. But you're in. Actually, this is a terrible example. That's a horrible example. I'll just put it in this way. Like you can have a perspective on something based on your feelings. Like you could say, this is how I feel about it, and I feel this way. It's real to me, so it must be right. But when you look at things objectively, then it's like there's no reason to be feeling that way. Like there's no reason for you to be feeling that way. Because that's not the truth. How you're feeling does not coincide with what the situation actually is. And I see that happen a lot. So yeah, yeah. I do think truth can be subjective, and it is subjective, but I also do think it's subjective. I agree 100%. If we truly love each other the way we told Jesus loves us, the world would be a better place. What do you think is meant by the kingdom of heaven? What do you think is meant by the kingdom of heaven is within? Well, I think if the Bible is, whether you take that as a metaphor or literal, I mean, I think we have the answers within us. You can be an atheist and know that that's true. But the kingdom of heaven, I don't know. Guys, I'm going to give it like 10 more minutes. Then I'm going to go. I usually only do these things 2 hours, so I'm going a little bit over. But I'm having a good time. But I am trying to chillax a little bit on this Friday night. So, what are your thoughts on LSD? I got a buddy who preaches about it, along with the New Age Third Eye stuff. I think he's nuts, but I try to keep an open mind. Don't do drugs just to try to get a spiritual experience. I mean, you can, and I've thought about it. I haven't thought about it. I've like thought about the idea of it, but I haven't actually thought about doing it. For me, I want to have a spiritual experience without that. And that's how I feel like it would be legitimate for me, because if I look back on it and I say, oh, I had this crazy spiritual experience, but it's because I took LSD, then I'm like, it was LSD. So that's just me. Who do you think wrote the book of Hebrews? I don't know. Could have been actually. There's some scholars that believe it was a woman. Your best video was the one where you explained why two broken people can't love each other. Exactly what I needed. I'm finally doing something against it. IG moving away the next couple. That's wow, man. That's amazing. Dude, I'm so glad that's like super encouraging for me to hear that it helped somebody out. That people are still watching it. That's amazing. I honestly think everyone should try LSD as long as you can have a good frame of mind going into it. Huh. I'm covering my eyes, guys, because this light is hurting. So for those of you who don't know, I have chronic Lyme disease, and I'm like really sensitive to light. And I can get like migraines and headaches, but I have this freaking light so that you guys can see me in my face. And so that's another reason why I'm like, yeah, I don't think I can do this live much longer. But anyway, how do you think about the information? Matter, energy, information. How information is done. What do you mean? What are your thoughts on the media? To me, it does not reflect how we actually naturally accept and live on each other together. Media divides us, I think. I think Benny, that's a good question. I think Gary Vaynerchuk says it best. People are so against media and the social media, but I don't think it's just. I'm with him when he says this. I'm quoting Gary Vaynerchuk, but I don't think social media is destroying us. I think it's exposing us. It's showing what's really underneath it all, and I think things are really. I mean, it's only social media's only been like a thing for the last, especially Facebook, for the last 10 years. I think in the next 10 to 20 years, humanity will grow a lot more in heart because of social media, because it's exposing all that junk that's there. I can't speak on spiritual experiences, but I've had some of the deepest thoughts and realizations on LSD. And I've known some people that would say the same thing. Yeah, I don't do drugs for an experience. I think it's fake, but could be real. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I know DMT is natural. So, how do you see drugs like mushrooms that have cultural significance and spiritual experiences and death? I mean, it depends on what culture. It's been a pretty great stream tonight. Thanks to Nate and everyone leaving comments. Yeah, for real. Thank you guys. You are a light. That's why you are affecting people. Thanks. Yes. Do you consider yourself an agnostic or an atheist? Could I try to convince you on why I believe Christianity is real? No. And I mean, I'm being really blunt because I've had a lot of people ask me that, but I consider myself like a skeptical agnostic. But yeah, I really don't think there's anything that you're gonna say that would convince me logically or by any sort of thing besides an experience that Christianity is real. I think you nailed it on the social media thing. Well, I mean, I just quoted Gary Vaynerchuk on that, so. Ooh, exposing us. I have goosebumps. Never heard that. Yeah, no, 100%. Fully. I don't think social media is destroying us at all. I think it's just exposing us. I should join your live streams more. Yes, you should. Every Friday night. I never had any spiritual experience on drugs. My only deep and enhancing thoughts come when I'm about to sleep. Huh. Yeah, I have a lot of deep thoughts at night too. I feel like aliens have very advanced technology. They use frequencies to make themselves look like us and are all around us. That's an interesting theory. I don't think I've heard that before. Well, I guess the reptilian thing. Oof. Can you turn that? I already explained to you why I'm covering my eyes. So that is just data, but information need. We have a lot of information in our reality, like nature laws that work, and especially the way in DNA and other things. So data is just data, but information need to be intelligent, constructed. Why? I have no idea why. My brain is losing power because of this light in my eyes. Almost forgot you were going live. Then I was like, it's Friday, and he never misses them. No, I don't. And you missed it though because I'm gonna get off here in like literally 60 seconds, a minute. It sucks, man. I'm hella late though. Yeah, for real, dude. I'm I'm about to stop live stream, but you can watch the whole thing. So I know I was kidding. Gotcha. Nate is so bright. He's burning his eyes with his own reflection. Oh man, I'm gonna go. It was nice chatting with you. Before I go, what's your Instagram again? Nate.Alger. I'll type it. Nate.Alger. Just do it in the shadow. It's actually insane how big of a deal religion and belief is in the US. Like people don't really care a lot about religion anymore in Germany. Man, that's sad. I mean, it's sad because if it's the truth, then they're missing out. Thanks for streaming. Have a good night, man. All right. Well, it seems like you guys are taking off, and I'm going to take off too. Thank you to everyone, all 22 viewers now. We were up at 40 at some point, which is awesome. But thanks, everybody, for streaming with me and for being a part of this live session. Like I said, every Friday night. I don't miss them. And so, yeah, that's that. And hope you guys have a good one. The weird thing is I totally forget how I typically end these things. Oh, just talking about next week. Yeah, I'm doing the series on truth. So get ready for that. And yeah, for real, be here Friday nights. And let's keep having these discussions. It's awesome. And I'll see you guys next Friday. Peace out.